Hi there, my name's Braddy. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be guiding you through your practice. It's nice to have you here on the Yoga Coast channel. If you do enjoy your practice, please like, subscribe, comment, let me know how you went. I would love to hear from you. We're going to start towards the back of our mat, just finding a seated position. If you have any cushions or anything you wish to place underneath you for support, just grabbing those now, maybe a yoga block. And just resting your hands down into your lap, letting the elbows be soft. And closing down the eyes if that's comfortable for you as you start to sense into your body. Giving yourself a moment to arrive here on your mat. Sometimes our physical body arrives first, but our mind isn't always here. So can you start to draw your mind into the very present moment, right into your body? Using every inhale breath to do so. And settling in on every exhale breath as you just start to observe the natural passing of breath. Really starting to check in with how you are. And simply being where you are, not where you think you should be. And honouring how you are throughout your practice, making it your own, knowing I'm here to simply guide. You can always skip anything, add anything. Continuing to observe your breath. If your thought or mind starts to wander, just bring it back to the natural ingoing and outgoing breath. Not only using me as your guide throughout your practice, but also using your breath. You find again that your mind or thoughts begin to wander. We draw our mind back to the breath, matching that with movement. You find the breath becomes restricted. Maybe you've pushed a little too far. Can you use your breath as a guide to know when to pull back? Finding 2 more cycles here. And on your exhale, coming to walk forward into a tabletop position, bringing hands under shoulders, knees find underneath our hips. Just beginning to warm the spine with a cat-cow. As you inhale, lower the belly. Starting to lift open through the heart and the tailbone to the sky. Lifting the gaze, but keeping containment through your throat here. And as you exhale, leading with the pelvis, tucking the tail, letting that effect ripple up your spine, tucking the chin, cat spine, press through all 4 points of your table. Matching breath by breath, we inhale, belly lowers, again leading from the pelvis, letting it ripple along as we come to lift through the crown of the head. And exhale, tucking the tail under, chin to chest, round in the spine. Just a couple more rounds here. You can move at your own pace. Energetically drawing the heel of your hands back towards the knees as you open the heart. And exhale, really pulling navel to spine. Hug the ribcage in. Press the earth away as you tuck under. One last round, inhale. And exhale, curling under into our cat. Taking a breath in here, really sending the breath into the back body. And as you exhale, release back to a neutral spine. Begin to walk the hands forward to a low plank, tucking the toes under for support here. Sending the tailbone down towards the heels. Elbow creases face in towards one another. Fingertips are spread out wide. Starting to feel through your core here. Hug the lower ribcage in. Navel to spine, press through the crown of the head, gazes slightly forward between the hands. One more inhale to hold. And sending the elbow creases forward as you bend through the elbows, they hug straight back in beside the body, lower all the way to belly. Rise into Cobra Pose, untuck the toes, press the tops of the feet, knees lift, pubic bone grounds as the chest begins to float high. And exhale to release the chest back down to the mat, tucking the toes under. We press back into a downward facing dog, hips lift high. Feet about hip distance apart, start to really spread through all 10 toes here. Fingertips are still spread wide, starting to stretch the mat forward with the hands as you lift high through the hips. Then keeping the height of the hips, you draw the tailbone down towards the heels, inner thighs ignite, heels draw down towards the mat. Just taking 3 breaths to hold here. You can rest in stillness or pedal out through your feet if that feels good. Keeping soft through the elbows, not locking out through the joints, just observing every single part of your body, all the little micro movements to create sufficient energy lines here. And taking a full breath in. And as you exhale, we're walking our hands back towards our toes, strong through the core, keeping the hips as still as we can, nice and controlled, finding a dangle at the back of the mat, deep bend in the knees so the belly reaches to the thighs. We can take a bind with hands to elbows, big rock side from side, maybe a little bounce up and down. Shaking the head yes, shaking the head no, releasing through the neck. And just allowing your fingertips to drape down towards the toes, keeping that softness through the knees as you inhale, starting to slowly stack the spine to rise. As we reach the top, we're circling arms up and overhead, bringing hands to prayer. And exhale, swan dive, folding forward. Finding a halfway lift, press through the crown of the head, out through the sit bones, long through the spine. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, walking forward to our plank. Again, strong and controlled through the core, hips stay as still as they possibly can. Taking a breath in, shift the weight forward, ground the knees, exhale, lower to belly. Rise, Cobra Pose, inhale. Then exhale to release, we tuck the toes, pass through your child's, hips to heels, lifting high into downward facing dog. Taking a full breath in. Nice big exhale. And lifting high onto the toes, inhale, gaze forward, tiptoeing forward to our forward fold, front of the mat. And lifting halfway here, inhale. Exhale to fold. Arms circle high, inhale, palms touch. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, nice and controlled, tiptoeing back to your plank. Weight shifts forward, inhale. Ground the knees, exhale, we lower to belly. Cobra Pose, draw the shoulders back and down as you lift tall. Exhale, release. Tucking the toes, hips lift, downward facing dog. Full breath in. And exhale, we find that control as we walk the hands back towards the toes, forward fold, back of the mat. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Circle arms high, inhale, palms meet. And diving forward, exhale, nice long spine. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold, controlled as we walk the hands forward. Moving to your high plank, shifting the weight forward on your next in-breath. We ground the knees again, exhale, lower to belly. Rising to your cobra, inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Toes tuck, pressing back to your downward facing dog. Smooth breath in. Smooth breath out. Lifting to the toes, inhale, gaze forward, tiptoe forward to your fold. Taking a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Circling arms high, inhale, palms meet. Exhale, we're drawing thumbs to our heart center. Taking a nice deep breath in here, finding your base, feel into the soles of your feet. And releasing arms down by your side, Tadasana, palms facing forward. Nice and relaxed through the shoulders. And just visualizing an orange underneath your chin here as you lengthen through the back of your neck, reach up through the crown of your head. And as you inhale, come to lift high onto the toes, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, ground the heels, swan dive to fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Rising to chair pose, sink your weight back into the hips. Weight falls into the heels. 10 toes are light as we reach the fingertips forward. On your exhale, rise to the toes, sweep the fingertips behind, flying in your chair. Keeping high on the toes as you inhale, hands find prayer at heart center. On our exhale, starting to lower the hips all the way down to the heels, finding a squat. Taking a breath in. Then exhale, release the hands to the mat, lift the hips, folding forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold, stepping the right foot back. Come to lower the knee, untuck the toes, rise the arms, low lunge. Soften through the shoulders, exhale, palms face in towards one another. Gentle draw back of left hip, right hip forward. Then come to lift up and out of the pelvis. Taking an inhale. Palms come to touch as you exhale, ground into the left foot, lengthen the leg long, thumbs meet heart center. Inhale, lunging into low lunge, reach through the fingertips. Then exhale, press into left foot, lengthen the leg long. Inhale, fingertips reach. Exhale, lengthen through left leg. Inhale, low lunge, arms rise. Exhale to release, frame the left foot. Tuck the right toes, step back to your plank. Taking your vinyasa knees or toes here, lower chaturanga. Rising cobra, maybe your upward dog. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Taking a breath in. Then exhale, hands walk back towards the toes, forward fold, back of the mat. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale to fold. Circling arms high, we lift to rise onto our tiptoes, strong through the quarter balance. Exhale, diving forward, release the heels. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale, weight draws back, fingertips reach high. As we exhale, we sweep the arms behind, lift to the toes. Keeping to the toes as you inhale, hands find prayer at heart center. Then exhale again, we lower all the way down into that low squat, squeezing through inner thighs, squeezing through core. As you inhale, begin to reach the fingertips forward, long through the arms. Shifting your body weight back, start to counterbalance the weight of the legs as we come to lower and soften the knees to the mat. Circling arms high as you inhale, lift the hips from the heels. Exhale, releasing the hands forward for your low plank. As you inhale, shift the shoulders beyond the fingertips. Exhale, lower to belly. Rising to cobra, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Tucking the toes, hips high, downward facing dog. As you inhale, floating your left leg high, three-legged dog. Curling knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, extend, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. One more, inhale, find length. Charging through the core as you exhale, knee to nose, find space, step the left foot through between the hands. Finding our crescent lunge, you've always got the option to lower back to low lunge, reaching high through the fingertips. Just like low lunge, we gently draw back on that left hip. Lift up and out of the pelvis, straight through to the crown of your head. Taking an inhale, palms touch. And as you exhale, ground into left foot length and left leg long, thumbs to heart center. Inhale, Crescent Lunge. Exhale, thumbs to heart center. Inhale, lunging into left knee. And exhale again, we find length, left leg long, thumbs to heart. Inhale, Crescent Lunge. And as you exhale, release the hands to frame your front foot. Maybe you have blocks that you wish to press your hands onto. Crane pose as you start to extend the back of the right heel high, keeping hips square. Sending your nose towards the left knee. Finding 2 more breaths here to hold. Maybe you bind left hand to the left ankle, drawing that nose a little bit closer. 1 more inhale. Then exhale, release, folding forward. Taking a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Circle arms high again, we lift to the tiptoes. Then exhale, release, folding forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale, sweep the arms, bend into the knees, sink the weight back into the tailbone. Then exhale, fingertips sweep behind, lift and rise to the tiptoes. Inhale, hands find prayer, staying on the tiptoes. As we exhale, lower the hips all the way down to the heels. Taking a breath in your low squat. Whoa. Exhale, release the hands to the mat, hips lift, folding forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. We're stepping the left foot back this time, ground the knee, untucking the toes, we rise to our low lunge. Good, feeling how it feels to lunge onto this side, checking that right knee is tracking over second and third toe. Not dumping into the lower back, we hug in through lower belly, lift up and out of the pelvis. Inhale, bring the palms to touch. And as you exhale, ground into right foot, thumbs draw to heart center. Inhale, we re-lunge into right knee. And exhale, ground into right foot, lengthen right leg long, thumbs to heart. Inhale, lunging forward. And exhale, we lengthen right leg long. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, release, frame the foot, tuck the left toes, lift the knee, step to your plank. Drawing weight forward, inhale, knees or toes, lower chaturanga. Rise into cobra, inhale. Maybe up dog, exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Then exhale, hands walk back towards the toes. Again, we find that control. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Ground the feet, circle arms high to rise, inhale, lift to the toes. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale. We sweep the arms long behind, rise to the toes, exhale. Hands find prayer, inhale. Then exhale, lower the hips all the way down to the heels. For the tricky bit, inhale, fingertips reach forward, we extend long through the arms. Super strong through the core, we can always ground the hands here to guide the knees down. Shift the weight back, hug on, strong through core, tap the knees forward. We rise, inhale, hips lift from the heels. Circle arms high. Exhale, release the hands forward for your low plank. Draw the weight forward, inhale, nice long line from crown of head to tail, then exhale, lower to belly. Rise into cobra, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Toes tuck, hips lift, downward facing dog. Floating now, right leg high this time, inhale. Curling knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, stepping the foot between the hands, crescent lunge, inhale to rise. Again, we settle in, feel how it feels to lunge on this side. Any micro movements you need to find more length, find more depth, find a steady, even breath. We inhale, palms touch, ground into the right leg. As you exhale, lengthen right leg long, thumbs meet at the heart. Inhale, lunge, arms reach high. And exhale, lengthen right leg long, thumbs to heart. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, lengthen right leg long. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, release, frame the front foot. Crane pose or L shape as we hover the left leg behind. Keeping that left hip aligned with the right. Again, taking that option for a bind. Starting to draw that left leg nice and high, nose towards the knee. 2 more breaths to hold. And then we exhale, releasing to our forward fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale to fold. Arms rise, inhale, palms touch. Exhale, thumbs draw down towards the heart. Just finding a few moments here. Observing again what's happening right here, right now. If the mind's been off in thought, can you draw it back to notice what's going on inside your body here? Are you sensing your heart beating a little more blood pumping through your circulation, more prana, more life force energy moving through you, feeling maybe some yoga buzzies going on, maybe some heat within the body. And releasing your arms down by your side, Tadasana, sending the palms to face forward. Sending your next inhale breath all the way down through the soles of your feet into the earth. And as you exhale, soften the shoulders, let your whole body land with that inhale breath. And we inhale, rising to the toes, sweep the arms high, gather energy overhead. And as you exhale, swan dive, folding forward, release the heels. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale to fold. Chair pose, inhale. Rising to the toes, exhale, sweep and fly the arms behind. Inhale, hands find prayer, stay on the toes if we can. And exhale, lowering the hips all the way down to the heels. Taking a breath in. Exhale, hands plant, lift the hips, folding forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Stepping the right foot back, grounding the right palm as you inhale, reach the left fingertips high, taking a twist. Just observing that left knee, still tracking over second and third toe. Press out through the back heel, start to find your core here, really finding your feet. One more inhale. And as we exhale, we're coming to rise into a crescent twist, reaching the left fingertips towards the back of your mat, right fingertips reach forward. Taking one more breath in. Hold for the exhale. And as you inhale, sweeping left fingertips forward to meet the right. Exhale, open to twist. Inhale, left fingertips sweep forward. Exhale, open to twist. One more inhale, float left fingertips forward. Exhale, we open to twist. And starting to release your left hand to the right thigh, revolve your lunge as you inhale, right fingertips lift up and overhead. Then exhale, we're bending right elbow outside the left thigh. Taking your prayer twist as left palm comes to meet the right. Thumbs draw in towards the heart, broaden through your chest. Maybe gazing over the left shoulder, deep inhale. And as you exhale, come to hover the right knee just from the mat. Inhale, press out through the heel, lengthen right leg long. Exhale, hover right knee. Inhale, finding length. And this time as you exhale, nice and controlled as you release right knee to the mat, twisted low lunge. Take a breath in, find more length. Find greater depth in your twist as you exhale. Then inhale, unwind, reach the arms high, low lunge. Exhale, release, frame the foot, tuck the right toes, step back to your plank. Vinyasa, meaning in downward facing dog. Full breath in. And exhale, walking the hands back towards the toes. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Circling arms, rising to the toes on our breath in. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms behind, lift to the toes. Staying on the toes as we inhale, hands find prayer. Then exhale, we lower the hips all the way down to the heels. Gonna feel our legs tomorrow. Take a breath in, reach the fingertips forward. We lean back, starting to shift the knees to ground to the mat. Circle arms high as you inhale, lift the hips from the heels. Exhale, releasing hands forward, shifting forward as you inhale, low plank. Then exhale, lower to belly. Rising cobra, inhale. Exhale, release, toes tuck under, hips lift, downward facing dog. Floating our left leg high, three-legged dog, inhale. Curling left knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. One more, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to nose, stepping the foot through. Warrior one, ground the right heel, back foot's on a 45-degree angle, reach the arms high. Just checking left knee stacked on top of the left ankle. Squaring shoulders forward to the top of the mat. Pressing to the outer edge of the back foot. Lift the inner arch of the front. And finding that lift up and out of the pelvis. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Taking a breath in, start to press into that left leg as you lengthen the leg long. Exhale, releasing hands either to your hips. Maybe find a bind of hands to your elbows, or we can reverse prayer. Behind, palms touched. Broaden through the chest. Again, keeping the torso drawing square to the front of the mat. And maybe shortening your stance slightly for your pyramid pose. Tuck the chin long through the spine. As you exhale, begin to reach the crown forward. Not locking out through that left knee, draw up through the quad. Keeping long through the spine, maybe hinge a little further forward, one more inhale. And as you exhale, folding completely over that left leg, starting to draw the nose down towards the knee. Keep open through the chest. And as you exhale, if you still have your bind, release your hands to frame the left foot. Starting to lunge into the left leg, find the ball of the back foot. We're in a runner's lunge here. Bringing hands into prayer, take a breath in. And as you exhale, press the earth away, finding your warrior three, squaring off through the hips, long through the spine. As you inhale, extend the arms wide, find your aeroplane pose. If you sense bringing the 5 toes of the back foot down to the mat, it will help square off through your hips and press your energy out through your fingertips. Feel space between shoulders and ears. And starting to draw the right knee into the belly. As you rise to a kickstand here, hands can come back to your heart center. Moving to find our tree pose, bringing the sole of the right foot to the left inner thigh. Maybe you tap the toe inside the right ankle or find the foot inside the left calf. Making sure that foot isn't resting on the knee wherever you are. And as you inhale, start to grow the branches of your tree. Reach out through the fingertips. Coming back to exactly where you are, exactly how you are. Not thinking where you should be or how you should be. It's okay if we're wobbling. It's okay if we're falling out. It's where you're meant to be right now. Enjoying the process of building strength, building balance. 3 more breaths to hold. And if your hands are overhead, finding the palms to touch once again, drawing the thumbs down towards the heart. And releasing the right knee back in towards the belly, soften the foot back underneath the right hip. Finding Tadasana here, take a breath in. And exhale, release, arms fall down by your side. Circling arms high as you inhale, lift and rise to the toes. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, lift to the toes, fly the arms behind. Inhale, bring hands to prayer. As we exhale, we lower down into our squat. Taking a breath in. And exhale, palms touch, hips lift high, folding forward. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale to fold, we step the left foot back. Grounding the left palm, inhale, twist, right fingertips reach high. Pressing firm out through that back heel, lifting up and out of left shoulder. Checking again that that right knee isn't dropping inwards or outwards. Keep it stacked over the ankle, tracking forward over the toes. One more inhale. And as we exhale, we firm through belly, ground through legs as we rise to our twisted crescent lunge. Right fingertips reach behind. Full breath in. Hold for the exhale, maybe lunge a little deeper. As you inhale, sweeping right fingertips forward. Exhale, twist, open wide. Inhale, fingertips sweep forward. Exhale, twist, maybe follow your gaze with your right fingertips. One more inhale, sweeping forward. And exhale to twist. Releasing right hand to left thigh, inhale, revolve your crescent lunge. Then bending into the left elbow as you take it outside of the right thigh. Right hand comes to stack on top of left palm, twisted prayer. Thumbs draw towards the heart, we broaden through the chest. Maybe gaze over the right shoulder, take a breath in. And exhale, hovering the left knee just off of the mat. Inhale, press out through the heel. Exhale, left knee hovers. Inhale, press. This time we control that left knee all the way down to land on the mat. Untuck the back toes, take a breath in, we find length. We twist deeper as we exhale. Then inhale, unwind, rise to your low lunge. Exhale, release, frame the foot, tuck the left toes, step back to lower plank. Shift forward, inhale. Taking your vinyasa, we meet in down dog. Full breath in. And exhale, hands walk back towards the toes. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale to fold. Circle arms high, inhale, rise to tiptoes. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, rise to the toes, sweep the arms behind. Staying on the toes, inhale, hands find prayer. Exhale, hips lower all the way down to the heels. Nearly there, inhale, reach the fingertips forward. Counterbalance your legs, squeezing the thighs together, shift the weight back. Tap the knees to the earth, inhale, arms rise, hips lift. Exhale, releasing hands forward for low plank, shifts the weight, inhale. And exhale, lower to belly. Rising Cobra Pose, inhale. Exhale, release. Tucking the toes, hips lift. Find your downward facing dog. Right leg extends, three-legged dog. Exhale, curling knee to nose, dome the upper back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. We step the foot between the hands. Ground the back heel for warrior one. Rise through the arms. Shoulders meet square with the front of the mat. Draw the navel in, lift up and out of the pelvis all the way to crown of head. But keep your weight drawing into the outer edges of the feet. And as you inhale, press into the right foot, lengthen the right leg long, taking your variation of a bind for your pyramid pose. Again, altering your stance if you need to shorten or lengthen. And reach up through the crown as you inhale. Maintaining along the spine as you lean forward. Come back to that orange underneath the chin. Length remains through the back of the neck. Full breath in. Maybe you come to fold a little further forward. Keep broad and open through the chest. And if you have your bind, start to release the hands to frame the right foot. Lunging into the right knee, come onto the ball of the back foot. Hands come to find prayer, lift the torso off the right thigh as you press the earth away. Warrior three, floating the left leg long behind. Aeroplane, inhale, spread the arms wide, reach out through the fingertips, drop that left hip to align with the right. 2 more breaths to hold, press the earth away, not diving the chest here, keep open. And starting to draw that left knee in towards the chest, hands find prayer, standing balance. And taking your variation of your tree pose, finding equal pressure of foot to thigh, thigh to foot. Maybe that's calf to foot, foot to calf. Maybe foot to ankle, ankle to foot. And give your weight into that right foot, press the earth away. Lift up and out of the pelvis to crown of head. Engage through core, engage through right glute. Maybe you come to float your branches up and overhead. You can even close down your eyes if you're feeling your balance is strong here. One more cycle of breath to hold. Being where you are, how you are. And palms come back to touch. Thumbs draw down to the heart. Left knee draws in towards the belly as you release the left foot back underneath the hips. Finding Tadasana here, deep breath in through the nose. Clearing through the mouth, exhale. One more deep inhale through the nose. And clearing as we exhale. Circling arms high, inhale. Exhale, swan dive, folding forward. Lifting halfway, inhale. As you exhale, plant the hands, step back to your downward facing dog. Taking a breath in. Exhale, walking hands back to meet the toes, forward fold, back of the mat. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale to fold. Circle arms high, inhale, rise to the toes, palms meet. Last time here, exhale, swan dive, folding forward. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale to fold. Chair pose, inhale. Deepest chair you've done all practice. Exhale, sweep the arms behind, lift to the toes. Bringing palms to touch as you inhale. And then we lower the hips all the way down to the heels. Inhale, reach the fingertips forward, shift the weight back, shift forward through the knees as you come to tap the knees to the mat. Circling arms high, inhale, lift from the heels. And as you exhale, untuck the toes, release the fingertips back, find a narrow child's pose here. Letting go through the shoulders completely, forehead comes to rest onto the earth. And feeling the natural breath moving on the thighs, rise and fall of belly. Knowing that where you are and how you are is most likely different from where you were and how you were at the start of class. Not having any judgment in any moment, knowing that it's always changing. And coming to lift into a seated position. We're going to finish in a saddle just to stretch out through those poor quads that have worked really hard today. So bringing the hips in between the heels. We can take a one-legged option if that feels more comfortable. So you could extend your left leg long and just have the right heel to the right glute. Otherwise, both legs at once, you might stay seated. It might feel like a good stretch just here. Or we can start to lower down to the forearms. That too might feel like a good stretch. Or we can come all the way down onto the back, either leaving hands by your side. You can give yourself a little foot massage here, or reaching the arms up and overhead. Knowing you shouldn't feel any discomfort in the lower back wherever you are. If you do, just bring yourself out, take it to a different stage. if you're on your back, just starting to bring the arms back down beside you, ground into the elbows, coming to lift back to the forearms, and then planting the hands, rising back to kneeling, lift through the hips. Maybe you come all the way forward into tabletop, just shifting the feet off to the side, resting back down into your seat. And here, bringing our feet hip distance apart, hands come behind the thighs as you inhale, starting to lift and open the chest as though you're moving into a cow spine. And as you exhale, tucking the tail under, chin finds the chest. Inhale, press the hips forward, lift open through the heart. And exhale, tucking the chin, finding the chest. Inhale, lift. And exhale, tucking the tail under. This time we come to roll all the way down onto the spine. And drawing the knees in towards the chest here, find gentle rock from side to side. An option here to take a twist, maybe just the gentle windshield wiper through the legs, or you may feel like going into your plow pose. Just finishing your practice however your body would like to move, to find a sense of balance so that you can come to rest comfortably into Savasana. And Savasana may be with legs long on your back, or you can keep a bend in the knees if you find it uncomfortable to lay long on your back. And it's walking shoulder blades in towards one another when you get there, tucking the chin, lifting through the head and repositioning the head back down to the earth. Making sure the feet are a little bit wider than the hips, maybe give the ankles a nice big shake, allow the toes to drop out to the side. Taking a deep breath into where you are. A full exhale, surrendering to how you are. And honouring that as you give yourself permission to find rest. I'll let you know when it's time to come out. And staying here for longer as always, of course, if you have the time. Otherwise, just starting to notice how you are, without judgment, where you are as you rest here on your back. Letting go of where you think you should be, just notice the presence that's here with you right now. Finding a deep breath into your body, extending that breath all the way down to your toes, your fingertips up to the crown of your head. And surrendering to what is as you exhale. When you feel ready, you can start to rise from your Savasana. Unfortunately, my camera went flat through Savasana, so here I am doing a voiceover just to help guide you back out, knowing that your time here is up when you are ready. And thank you very much for joining me again. My name is Bridie. Remembering that you create your own reality, you speak your truth, and follow your heart. Namaste.